Lads, we made it. We made it to the end of 2025. And you know what that means? That means we're going to look at my top 20 street photos for the year. It's been a pretty good year, pretty decent year, I'd say. I had about over 200 photos that I did like throughout the year. I think I've taken 15,000, maybe 20. Rookie numbers, I know. What are you going to do? I only shoot on weekends. And then some weekends I don't. But anyway, we're going to start it off with, in no particular order. Well, it kind of is. It's chronological order from the start of the year. We're going to start off with this image here. Yep, this is the first day of January that I really liked, and it come from the video My Best Day of Street Photography, and I still think that it's probably my best day, because you'll see there's a couple of shots that I do like that are in my top 20 from this day. But yeah, I'm going to explain things too. I completely forgot to put that in the intro, that I was going to explain some of these images, but like not fully. Some of them don't have one, some of them I just like. For example, I enjoy this one where the mother and the daughter are very, having a good time, but they also want to get out of the rain. So they're running, and I love the atmosphere of the rain falling down. It's kind of why I convert it to black and white. You can see the raindrops a little bit better, and you've got, this doesn't really add to the image, but we got old mate in the back corner there. That kind of looks a bit scary. A bit ominous, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's that image. One of the images in my top 20. All right, next one is from the same day. It's this guy with his bag. He's got a bag of bags, running. Yeah, just running. Don't know how to explain it. I love the shot because I tried low shutter speed sort of stuff for it to make it a bit more dramatic. You can sense the speed a little bit, and yeah, turned out really well. There's not much else to say about this shot. I still love it. And the thing is, like, if I still love a shot, like 6 months, a year, 2 years later, I find that it's really exciting, or not exciting. I don't know if I should be saying proud. I feel like I've accomplished something when I do get these type of photos. So, when you do street photography, I just realized that light's gone out. When you do street photography, you take a lot of photos, and you might, not get some good photos a lot of the days. But sometimes you get a photo like this, and you like it 6 months, a year, 2 years later, and it's like worth it. It's always worth it in the end. Anyway, that's that photo. I really have nothing else to say about it. This photo, same day again, just a little bit later in the day. Same idea, low shutter speed. I like how we've got this lady on the left here, and she's like, looks like she's like, fuck, I gotta get out of the rain. Like, she's like panicking. This one on the right, having the same sort of motion and like body language, and then this guy in the middle with the same sort of, body language, that I need to get out of the rain, it's pissing down. Yeah, first three shots, black and white, mostly because you could kind of see the rain a bit better, and it's like more dramatic. And yeah, this is my favorite. Like, the first three shots are from the same day out of my top 20, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so here's a couple weeks later, I think it is. Nothing much to say about this. I just like the colors, the spacing, the layers, the action she's doing with the cloth. I don't know what it actually is. I don't know if it's part of I don't know what it is, but I like the motion she's doing with that. And like, she's center frame, so you kind of you can kind of tell which is the main subject out of all of this. She's also got the brightest color on, well, the most contrasting color in comparison to the sky. The only thing that does ruin it for me is this bag of chips. It's the only thing that ruins it for me. I'm kind of against clone tooling and like photoshopping it out. I really want it to be real, especially if I submit it to a competition or something. They look for these things. They don't really like that. This is a little bit cropped, but that's because I was shooting 28, which I should have shot 35 for this, but I couldn't get the right angle in the right moment at the same time, so compensate a little bit with cropping. Yeah, I would probably prefer to have 5 subjects in here, because when you do layering and whatnot, having odd numbers is usually better, like 3, 5, 7, etc. 6, 7. If you have 4 people, sometimes it's hard to space them, but they're spaced quite nicely here, where the 2 middle ones are close together and the 2 outer ones are almost the same distance away from the 2 middle ones. So that's that photo. Love that image, still love it now. This photo, very simple photo. This is probably more like mundane photography, not so much street. I still consider it street photography. It's on the street. This is literally on the street. But yeah, I just find it very aesthetically pleasing. And like, to me, I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't feel like I took this photo. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Yeah. Yep, that's all I had to say about it. It's just bins, but aesthetically pleasing bins. This one, I think same day as, no, this is a couple days later. Same sort of thing, repeating patterns. I like the colors of it. Well, I mean, I did edit it, but I like how it turned out. Yeah, it's just the repeating patterns and the simplicity of this. And yes, it's probably not really street photography, but it is on the street. I don't know. It's so fucking subjective. I really don't know how to say it. Also, I don't know if you realize I got a new light set up. Still trying to figure it out. What the frick? It's very overkill. Like, look at that. That's insanely overkill. But I could be using that light for other things. So I'd rather go over than under. And the light that I used to have here would just kind of break. I've just got this light reflecting off the back wall, which seems to look fine here. I don't know. Anyway, let's boogie on. I've got this shot. Can't remember what date this was. Might have been May. Yeah, I just like this because of the layering. We've got this guy as the main subject. We've got this lady over here on the right with no head, like her head's chopped off. This lady on the left here, that's not really adding much to it. I kind of wish she wasn't there and this guy was more center frame, whatever. Then we got this lady in the back wearing the blue. So we've got red, blue, yellow, technically primary colors, right? I just like the colors of this. I kind of like the layers of this. The spacing could be a bit better, but other than that, I still like this photo that I took. So that's that. Here's this shot. This is after Cyclone Alfred. You can see the the beach has been eroded away so much that he's like way up in the air and these guys are really far down. And I kind of wanted to get that juxtaposition, and you can kind of, you know, tell, you're like, why is this guy so massive compared to these people? Like, if you were to see this in 20 years time when the beach is fully restored, this gives you a sense of how much of that drop is, and that's kind of what I liked. I love the color palette on here, carrying a sign. I can't really explain why I like it. It's just I like this shot. Yeah, I do. Anyway, this one here, like the layers of this one. I like the eating. I like the lighting in this one. Few little layers going on. Lots of like little pops of red. We got her eating, looking away, like, don't, you know, I don't know. She probably wasn't. It's probably just the moment I caught. This lady here, head half cut off. She's doing something. So there's something going on with everyone's hands, sort of thing. And I like all the little things hanging around the frame and just the lighting. The lighting really caught me, and the fact that she was eating, I'm like, oh, maybe I can catch her in the light while she was eating. And I did. And I was pretty happy with this result. And I'm still happy with this photo today. Next. This one now, no one's seen this one. I haven't posted this on social media either. I did a little project for a real estate agent, Storia Estate, shout out to them, and I did commission work, so hopefully I'm allowed to show this, but I think they have shown this photo. That's literally, they wanted some photos, like street photos in my sort of style, for the Redlands area, for their real estate. So this is one of the images from that shot, from that little mission project. There we go, from that project. And the goal of it was to kind of, well, they really wanted faces to be shown, but because it's technically for commercial use, you know, faces, and it becomes a bit, yeah, you got to sign this stuff and this and that. So I decided to keep a lot of people very anonymous, either shadows or the back of the heads, and try and catch authentic moments. And this is one of the shots I got from the first day I went out. Extremely happy with this shot. I like how in this area where there's a lot of negative space, there's a guy in his boat, there's a bloke in his boat. There's actually two guys there. I can't really see the other guy. And then on this side here, there's like these two ladies framed in here. So again, with the layers of three, so we got 1, 2, 3. It's not really layered, but it's still kind of evenly weighted. Like you got a lot of negative here and like a heavy side over here. I love the lighting of this. And I think if you watched the last video when I was talking about presets, and well, not presets, but like how I edit and how I have a preset for a day that I'm like barely use and it's a specific day. This is where that preset was kind of born, because I just liked how the light was here for those colors and when I edited them. Love this shot. Haven't actually posted it yet. I'm just waiting for them to finish off their what do you call it, their stuff. They are posting 5x4, 4x5s. So yeah, it's not gonna be the full landscape version, but eventually I will post all these so everyone can see them, and I'll probably put it on my website too. This one, so you can see sign's out of focus, but the sign was upside down, so I flipped it around. Yeah, I was happy that I thought about this, and I'm happy that the results came out all right. It was that's just kind of how it is. Sometimes I missed focus because I was waiting for a long time. It was one of those, you know, when you play video games and you like aim at a specific point and then you look away and then the guy pops out. It was kind of like one of those things where I was waiting for ages and I was like, come on, man, we need pedestrians. I wanted people to be walking that way, but 10 minutes later, nothing. I walked away. I seen people walk up and I was like, oh shit, now I've got to. So I was kind of not prepared for that. And I was practicing my zone focusing at that time, which wasn't really that good at that point in time, but still ended up cool. I like this shot, whatever. All right, this photo. This is the first photo with my Fujifilm X100V.
I use the Fuji X100B.
X100B from the year. So this was the Philippine Fest in June. I think it was June. Yeah, I really like this shot because it's kind of like a funny little story. We've got this gentleman here on this little girl's bike, giving it a test ride, and then we've got this like little smug look on her face, kind of like, yeah, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. She's like, do you know how to ride a bike? That's just funny, like her little facial expression. Then we got this gentleman here, and we got these two ladies talking to add a little bit more layer, a bit more story to it. I did wish, because I was using the Fuji X100V without the converter, because I didn't have it at the time, I was shooting at 35mm full frame equivalent. So I wish I was shooting at 28, might have been a bit wider. I might have been able to get a few more frames because the other frames before and after weren't really that good. I just wished I just had a wider focal length at that point in time. It was quite a quick event because he got off like right after that, but I don't know, it's just one of my favorite photos. And in terms of like my top 20 photos, I didn't mention this in the intro again, I'm just kind of flying through this. When I mean top, I mean the ones that I really like. This is not going off any metrics like Instagram or YouTube or friends and family or whatever. This is going off how I feel about the photo, and I feel like these photos I really like that I've taken this year. Now, if I went off Instagram metrics, I would be posting very just Instagram banger sort of photos, just friggin' silhouettes and puddles and shit. And that's not really what I like. Like when I post my favorite photos, they usually go really shit. They get no likes, no engagement. So yeah, that's how I'm kind of metering it now. If there's no engagement, I probably should like the photo, because apparently people have poor taste on Instagram sometimes. I don't really know. But yeah, got to start doing more silhouette shots and whatever. Anyway, yes, here's the next photo. Talk about light and shadows, but this actually went all right on Instagram, to be fair. I just like the lighting of this. The yawn, of course. The hand gesture. There's not really much else to say. I like the coloring. You got this bright, like red, sort of orangey jacket. Yeah, there's not much else to say about it, but I just really like this photo. I think it's because he's yawning. Feels, bro. Right, the next one, we got the lit cigarette lady, and I just like this photo because, I don't know, it just feels chaotic, but it's not. She's just lighting a cigarette, but yeah, not much else to explain about this shot. I just like the photo. Here he is, Conehead, probably one of my favorite ones. I mean, it is one of my favorite ones. It's in my top 20. You fucking idiot. Not much else to say about it. He just got this fucking cone hat on his head. He's looking up at the sky. He's got this facial expression, and then he's like missing teeth. And then we've got the fucking thirsty camel in the background giving us this nice green background, and it's one of my main character type of shots. But yeah, this is like one of those ones where one of my mates always brings up this photo because he's like, oh, it's like that Conehead shot. And because I think he was a bit annoyed that he missed it, but he was glad that I got it, and I got a better angle than everyone, so whatever. Here's this one, again, facial expression. So this is at the show, the Gold Coast show. You got the facial expression. She's like, I don't know, it looked like she's almost singing her heart out. I actually have no clue what she's doing there. She was just making a face, and I took the shot. And yeah, I just liked the facial expression. I converted it to black and white because it felt classic for some reason. I just liked that, even though I really like color. I converted it to black and white because there's not many layers or anything. I just liked the expression on this shot. And she's got white hair, darker sort of clothing. So it kind of, I don't know, just looks nice to me. Another unexplainable one, Spider-Man. I just like the colors on this. And he's missing his eye. He's really close to the frame. Nothing much else. It's just one of those photos where if I'm scrolling through my photos, it always catches my eye. And I'm always happy that I caught this shot. I wish I did it better, obviously. This is what I got, and I'm happy with it. This one is way close to the end of the year. It's like a couple of videos ago, all right? I like this one because behind it is, behind the shot is the guy on the left actually hit the guy on the right's phone out of his hand, and they had a little bit of an argument, a little bit of an altercation. And I don't mind, in the background, we've got welcome, hi, bonjour, hello. And this is the welcome this guy was getting smacked, basically. It was a fun frame. You know, I'm just really glad I got it because of the way I turned around and shot it. If you haven't seen that video, it's up in the top corner there. If you want to kind of see what happened, there is a POV of it, sort of. Not really, you kind of hear it. But yeah, there's one part that I did mention in that video too, is up the top here in the, just see it, it says city. It actually says City of Love. So I really wish I got this and slightly tilted it up to get the City of Love. That would have just absolutely made this image. And well, at the same time, I wish I was further back so I could see the phone flying in the air. So you can't be everywhere at once, but I was at least there. I could have been around the corner and not even seen it. I could have had my camera not ready and not even got it. So the fact that I just got it, very happy with that. Very stoked. That's why it's in my top 20. This is from my last one. I just like, so she's waving, or she's got her hand up or something. I know, she's sniffing her armpit. I don't fucking know. And we've got this red Holden, fully sick Holden Commodore HSV. We've got him right there, nicely in the bottom right quarter, basically. We've got her on the left third, kind of filling most of that. We've got all the red lights. We've got the gives you wings Red Bull up the top there, that ad, which is red pink sort of stuff, which is kind of matching her outfit. It's more pink, but it's given a few red hues in there, and we've got red over this side. So this was mainly decided to be in this list because of color, but it is still kind of fresh, so it mightn't have that much longevity in terms of how my brain operates. I'll probably just not like it after a while, but for now, I do like this shot. Then we got this one. This is number 20, or the last one in the shot, the last one in this list. Just enjoy this lady sticking the nasal spray thing up her nose, or not spray, it's like that Vicks tube thing. I don't know what it is. We got old mate up here looking in the sky. She's looking that way. She's on the phone. You know, we've got the three people. We've got sort of like a little layer going on, three separate stories happening, but then the main lady's sticking something up her nose. So I find that quite fun. Like the coloring too. Obviously this lady's got a pink over here. We got pink over on the left-hand side too. And we've got accents of red all around the frame. So yeah, honorable mentions. Well, this one here, you can see I like it enough to put it up on my wall there. It is, it's from the V8 Supercars, well, the Supercars Championship that comes to the Gold Coast. Now, this is technically on the streets, pretty much where I shoot all the time, but it is a racing event, so I don't know whether to call it street or not, so I thought I'd make it an honorable mention, but one of my favorite shots of the year, hence why it's up there, hence why it's my desktop background. Yeah, I was just really happy with the shot. I had to like reach over the crowd and shoot panning shots, so I couldn't even see the cars. I just hope for the best. And the fact that I got a few shots similar to this, but this one, the way it's spaced, I love all the darkness over here, and then the light is where the car is, and that makes me like it a lot. It's just, I love it. I love the colors of this shot. That's an honorable mention, but we'll do a second honorable mention. And that's this one here. This is another one from that real estate project earlier in the year. I just, I'm not a huge fan of silhouette shots, and I like to, see everything, but I do like how he is positioned right between two cars, and there's a lot of like negative space there, and then the tree kind of arcs over the top of him. You got like the asphalt in the car park that's cut in half by the grass, and then you got this really cool lighting and all these shadows, and that's why I like this image. Every time I see it, I love it, and I haven't posted it yet, but we'll get to that too. Sick shot. Anyway, that's my top 20 of this year, so hope you like some of them. I do, and that's why it's my top 20. Duh. And I forgot to say, I hope you had a good Christmas, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a good holidays at least. You know, a little bit of a break. I know you guys are working hard, and we'll strap in for the new year. So happy New Year to you guys. And oh yeah, and the reason why I'm even mentioning that is I'm probably not going to be able to go out before New Year's to make a photo vlog. This is also a really weird time at work where I'm working a bit, and then there's public holidays, and then there's a lot of family stuff happening all at the same time. So I don't really have much time to go out to surfers and shoot, or in just like a populated area, or just even have spare time to shoot, really. It's still just under a week until New Year's from this point in time where I'm recording. So, and it's like one of the only days off I've got until then. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna do this right now and close the year off. Hope next year I have more time off in December so I can shoot more Christmas related stuff. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to go out anymore this year, so we'll close it off, and next year we'll be doing back to the normal programming. We'll be doing some photo vlogs like usual, maybe some other videos. I don't know yet. I'm not really sure. None of them ever perform well, so the photo vlogs do well, and it's probably worth spending my time on them. So I'm hoping for some really good photos next year, and I'm hoping you guys get some good photos next year. But you got to remember, if you don't go out and take shit ones, you'll never take any good photos. So we'll see you in the new year. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed your year, and I hope you didn't gain like 10 kilos just in this past few days, because I swear to God I have. There's no breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's just eat all day. Anyway, catch you around.